Hello, this is Miss Tyler, and this is the video on naming the relationships when it comes to parallel lines and a transversal. So we need to learn some vocabulary first. So parallel lines are right here. Now, one thing I realize is missing is a little arrow. So assume lines that are parallel because the standard says given two parallel lines. Now, what does parallel mean? They go forever and ever, never touching. All right, so you've got two parallel lines. Now the transversal is this right here. So this line is called the transversal. It just means that it crosses other lines. And so it's important to know what these are because the definitions follow from these words. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you have two parallel lines, and I'm going to make my transversal go like this, we have to know interior, exterior, and then alternate. So interior is this right here. It's inside the parallel lines. This area is interior, and I'll write that here, interior. Bam. And then I'll draw another one. If we have two parallel lines, they are parallel. They look terribly not parallel. And then I'll draw my transversal. And in this case, I highlight, let's change the color to blue. This area right here. And this area right here. They're not inside, right? These are exterior. So I'm going to write exterior and exterior. Now, the last one you need to know is alternate. Alternate means that it is one on one side. Let's change it to, did I do green already? Yeah, let's go this peach color. One on one side and one on the other side of the transversal. The transversal is very important here because one on one side, one on the other side means that it's alternate. Now the other one is if you have two lines, and I'll draw it the same way, and I'll even put back the pink line right there. If you have them one on this side and one on this side, that's not alternate. They're not on opposite sides of the pink line. This is called the same side. Okay, now you know all the words you need to know. So now we can look at the picture. There is one that doesn't follow all of these definitions. So right here we have one on the top, one on the bottom. Actually, I'm going to show you all the definitions right here. Let's do a list here. So if I have this, this, and this, and I have, let's say, an X here and a Y here. So if I look at it, they are on alternate sides. This one's on one side, this one's on the other side of the transversal. And they're exterior because they're on the outside. I'm gonna go this again, and then this one, I want to go back to the blue, right? So they're on the exterior. So the answer for this particular diagram is alternate exterior angles. All right, what's another one? So if we do this and this and this, and let's say I do an X here and a Y here. Now you see what's happening? So now I do, what do I want? highlighter. I want green because we did that in green. You see that? They're interior now. And go back to my pink pen. They are on opposite sides. One's on one side, one's on the other side. That means these are alternate interior angles. All right, now the next one, let's do this one here, this one here, this one here. One that is another easy one. Let's do X here and Y here. And if you look at it, oops, they're still interior, but on the transversal, are they on alternate sides? No, they're on the same side. So this one is called same side interior. All right, now the ones that we didn't talk about, because that covers this one, this one, this one, are corresponding and vertical angles. Vertical angles are one on the corners. So if X was here and Y was here, they are across from each other. So these are vertical angles. Across. The other one you need to know is if you have one here or one here, you've got one, let's do blue. You've got one on the top cross and one on the bottom cross, but they're in the same position. So same position on top and bottom cross, what do we call it, a T? Intersection? Yeah, let's call it intersection. So same position on both intersections. They're called corresponding. I realize this is not writing as clean as I would like. Okay, so in this case, this is the answer because you have one on this intersection, it's in the bottom left, and on this intersection, it's in the bottom left. They're not both interior, they're not both exterior, they're not on alternate sides, so they have to be corresponding. So the answer to this question is corresponding angles. Click that right there, check answer, and we are done.